Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off the Rack, the comic book review show. We're from ComicPOP. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
Today we're going to review Captain America Steve Rogers #2, written by Nick Spencer with art by Jesus Saiz. It's just backstory. Everyone freaked out about Captain HYDRA and what this meant for the legacy of Captain America. Guess what? It's part of an ongoing story that Nick Spencer had seeded all the way before Avengers Standoff.
That's right.
And it's just a cool Captain America story.
It's like issue 1 was like the troll issue.
Yeah. It's almost like that's how comic books have been done since the dawn of time.
Right.
And it got so crazy, he's like, alright, I guess I'll reveal the entire backstory now.
Right.
Rather than closer to the end.
I like to think, I really do
That
like
he
to
had
think
this always.
he already knew. He's like, they're gonna freak out, but it's okay, because the next issue is gonna be like, in your face.
I guarantee you, like, that's exactly... I don't even think it was... I think it was some combination of both, where he was like, there's no way they're gonna lose their shit about Captain America.
But just in case.
But then they did!
He's like, really?
And I'm sure his reaction to the trolls were probably like, you should see issue 2.
Yeah.
So, what'd you guys think of issue 2?
It was fun.
Yeah, I had fun too. It was
Yeah,
cool.
it was like whatever.
I liked it more than the last one.
Yeah.
Last one, it was like boring Captain America story. Look at Cap punch bad guys, and then he's a bad guy too.
You know
Herp a
what's
derp.
funny? Like in this Captain America book, so far, Cap really hasn't been doing a whole
No.
lot.
No, he's been a backseat.
It's funny because ever since like Brubaker took over, that's kind of been most Captain America books. And it's funny because I didn't expect them to keep all that crap from Axis with Red Skull having mental powers. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that I
Really?
was like, what?
Yeah, that's fun. Thanks for cluing us into that whole thing.
I hope that when they bring Professor X back, he's like, and I'll take that! And like his brain just blasts out of his skull.
And then Red Skull's just dead.
Yes! Until he comes back. It's
Yeah.
like the third time.
What
he's
I
been
do like about the Red Skull having the powers is that he's just like, yeah, nothing makes me happy. This didn't make me
Right,
happy.
like that whole terrible event meant nothing to me. It gave me no pleasure.
Like submission isn't the same as conquest, and that's what I want to do.
And that's fair,
Like,
that's
I want to show you how much better I am.
And that's a pretty fair character study of Red Skull.
Yeah.
I
And
like.
I'm displeased with my soup.
Yeah. Red Skull, at least if you have no takeaways from this book, know this. Red Skull has no tolerance for bad soup.
Yeah.
And he will shoot a child.
He will.
I'm sorry, he will order someone to shoot a child.
Yeah, he's not going to do it himself, but he will help
Yes.
by letting you know where to aim.
I love that. That's
That
an
was
amazing
great.
moment.
Yeah.
It's a child, sir. Yes.
Yes,
So
that
you have
means
to aim lower.
Jesus Saiz's art, I thought it was really nice.
Yeah,
It did
it's
a
very
nice
cool.
job.
I
Works.
like his Red Skull.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's really weird? I really liked his Cosmic Cube and like it breaking
Yeah.
apart. Like I don't know, like it just felt very dense.
Every
I don't
once in a
know.
while, they will do a Cosmic Cube like drawing, and
Yeah.
like the match of the color, art, and inks make it look kind of cool and powerful.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a white square, and you're like, oh, that's kind of not impressive. I also love that they tied it in. Like all of Avengers Standoff was about a Cosmic Cube, and Red Skull is like intrinsically tied to Cosmic Cubes.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of funny that we finally got that kind of tied up together.
Oh,
and of
yeah.
course it makes sense because Nick Spencer wrote it. And speaking of Nick Spencer, what do you guys think of his writing?
It was nice. The
I mean,
conversation was good.
It's good, but it's mostly
Backstory.
backstory and like thoughts.
It was mostly Red Skull's narration though, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
Watching
it worked.
Red Skull like read bedtime stories and
Yeah.
be an asshole were really fun.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, her sheets.
Yeah.
Her sheets were the most adorable thing ever.
I kind of want those. Think Geek, get on that. So can we recommend Captain America Steve Rogers #2 for the people at home?
I think if you read Captain America #1 and you were like, screw it,
Yeah.
go get this.
What's coming out this week on Wednesday that we can recommend for people at home that they can pick up now?
I'm excited for Totally Awesome Hulk #8 coming out, written by Greg Pak, art by Alan Davis. You should pick it up.
Nice. Batman #2 by Tom King is coming out. I think David Finch is on the art, and the first issue I was not a big fan of, but I've noticed a pattern with me where the second issue is always more strong than the first issue, so I'll bet this is great.
Okay.
Nice.
Green Arrow #2 is coming out. I loved Green. I've been loving Green Arrow so far, so keep it up.
Yes, that art, by the way.
Yeah.
Otto Schmidt.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
I thought that was his name, but then
Yeah.
I thought I was being swayed by the
Your
fact
German
that-
heritage.
Yeah.
and we were
And
just-
our Red Skull.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I was like, that probably isn't it, so I'm not going to say it.
Jawohl.
But
But anyway, we'll see you guys next week with an all-new episode of Off the Rack. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
and I'm Tiffany.
So long.
Don't you think though that at the end of this, that Red Skull is going to end up being like a Shield agent?
Like, she's just gonna
Like
turn
she'll
him...
She'll turn the tables.
It'll be a whammy.
I hope so. I'm also holding on hope they turn him into a little boy.
Oh,
The comic switches the
But don't you want like like a little arc where it's like Red Skull, Agent of Shield,
and he's really good at his job.
and he's like, yeah,
Yeah, because he's very organized.
that's right. He
Yeah.
brings
And knows what
ruthless
to do.
German efficiency to
yeah,
Shield.
That's right.
What would be funny is if he did that and then like through his own bullshit and personality, he just eventually arrives at like fascism.
Yeah, he
He's
can't
just
help
like,
it.
Yeah, he's focused like a microscope on one ideology, and
Yeah.
even if you take away everything that makes him who he is, he's still like, yeah, but like one person should be in charge, and screw the infidel.
And it should be me.
Yeah, no doubt.